We recently launched 2 new products, or let's call it end-to-end solutions, following the concept of edge processing that we launched with the product QED, well known today on the energy sector. One of them, the first of them, is linked to the monitoring of substation. So there are a lot of needs on monitoring and understand, observe what is happening on the low voltage network. Not only for demand purposes, also because of the penetration of electric vehicles and VRs on the low voltage. That's why usually you used to have restricted visibility of the low voltage. With that solution, you will have the same time current and voltage per feeder, metering information, and a small RTU that allows you to operate circuit breakers in low voltage. That solution is linked to a quite evolved solution that we are presenting. It is the SCADA low voltage. So it's not just about visibility, it's not just about controllability. The next step is automate the decisions on the edge, but also with cloud information that we allow you to connect on the SCADA systems, also using the standard SCADA systems you already have in the control room. So we are so proud of this milestone, 100 million more coming meters globally. So this represents the experience of 20 years. Globy is like the result and the convergence of all this experience in one product that allows you to have different communication models inside with the same platform. Because at the end, the solution of DSOs is there is no one just solution. You need in a network, perhaps you need PLC communication. At the same time, you need radio frequency communication or point-to-point communication. And with Globy, that's the meaning of the asset. Globy allows you to exchange communication protocols, evolve with the operation of the DSO at the same time, and tackle the market globally with one common platform. The main 2 things that Aidon complement Gridspertise, people and portfolio, is the long expertise on meter as a service. So they are not just metering provided, they can operate the meter during all the operational process. They have the expertise to do that, and they are reaching amazing SLAs and amazing KPIs. The second one is the access to these new markets for us, that is these Nordic markets. So that's why we are expecting Aidon to help us to bring our technologies and our solutions to North European DSOs in order to understand how we can help them on digitalize the grid for the efficient operation of the distribution grids.
In general terms, the Nordic region was some of the early adapters when we talk about implementing smart meters. And today we are even having 2nd generation rollout in some of the countries, even completed in the starting phase. So we even saw in the early stages back in 2007, customer requesting MaaS services. The reason why they do that is they have realized, based on the experience through the years, that they want to focus on their core business. Even now, even more with this energy transformation, you get a lot more renewable into the network, and they have a huge task in front of them, also globally, to invest and reinvest in strengthening the network, substations, and so forth. So therefore, it was quite natural for them to say that in economy of scale point of view, we want to give the responsibility to a trusted partner who can manage our network, deliver data quality on high SLA level, and then we can focus on our core business. So that's basically the mentality from the Nordics. Combined with that, you can see that Aidon has been in innovation leader in many different areas, and we have been the pioneers in the market, pushing the limits and trying to adapt new services into the market, new models. And we also see now there's a global switch going from what we call the traditional CapEx investment and going more to operational investment. What we also now can leverage on is that we can take that experience and we can expand that through the new owner, Gridspertise, which is a good match for us, and take this as a global concept and then use our experience, build business model, do the same and deploy that in different regions of the world in order for the DSO to get high data quality and focus on their core business, building the network, securing electricity for consumers and business customers. The Nordics are very advanced in the way of thinking. Digitalization has been a core focus for the Nordic market for many years now. And based on that, we need more advanced technology, not only in metering part, but also in the remaining part of the grid. So what we can do is we can utilize new innovation from Gridspertise like QED box, implement that in virtualization on the middle voltages. That will save a lot of OPEX in the operational cost. It will bring a lot of benefit in automation, and we can even deploy that in the low voltage grid and make that even stronger grid for the Nordics, and then use that as a platform to also export that to other countries.